So I have this little gorgeous girl with me here today, and I'm so excited to finally be doing a video. I have been MIA for so long. I haven't been able to make a video in like 2 weeks. Things have just been crazy busy here, and yeah. So anyway, here today I am going to be talking about Reborn stereotypes, and a lot of these have been brought on more by outsiders or people not in the community, so I'm not trying to make fun of anyone or pick on anyone or anything like that. These are just some of the things that I think that people have kind of put on us, reborn parents that aren't true, or that just seem kind of silly to me, but it seems like a lot of people seem to think these things, so that's why I wanted to make a video. Um, so the first one I have even accidentally done a couple of times, and that is that not all reborn parents are girls. There's actually recently a little bit more reborn daddies in our community, which I think is super duper cool. Um, it's just so great to see that boys are being very nurturing and I guess caring as well. It seems like a lot of boys are raised to like not play with dolls or not be nurturing or anything like that, because that's kind of more of like a girl's job or whatever. And it's also kind of in a girl's blood to be a little bit more nurturing. I know that it's just chemically how we're put together, you could say. However, I think it is so great when boys are nurturing as well too, because they are going to help raise their children in the future if they decide to have any. And having reborns, I guess you could say, is kind of good practice, and yeah. Mental or physical problem, like they can't have real children, or they have Alzheimer's, and having a baby makes them feel more comfortable, or they have like Down syndrome and it helps them be more comfortable or something like that, and it's really not true. And I think that this has been put on a lot by social media, is reborn parents are perceived to be very strange, and like it makes us seem like we're mentally ill for some reason. I mean, I will admit that reborns do help me a lot with my anxiety and my stress, but I think a hobby, any sort of hobby, will do the same thing. Like let's just say that your hobby is playing like soccer or something. Soccer can also help you take out a lot of your stress and anxiety that you're holding up. It's honestly just something that you enjoy doing. Wants children. This one, I can understand why people would think this, because, you know, I'm holding a baby and I clearly enjoy babies, right? But to be completely honest with you guys, I'm not sure if I want children. Children are a lot of work, and they cost a lot of money and a whole lot of other things. And it's just, it's such a big commitment to have a child, and having a reborn is just for fun. Like having kids is like work. This is like, again, so annoying when people say, why don't you just have real kids? I'm like, I'm still in high school. I'm totally not ready, like financially, mentally, physically, any of that, to have a real child. And I don't know why people think that that's like a good idea to put that in the comments section. But I've actually gotten that in quite a few of my videos, like, why don't you just have real kids? Um, it's so different. Kind of, I think people got this weird stereotype from the Dr. Phil show, because they had an episode on there that was about reborns, and it was saying whether is it a hobby, is it an obsession, is it addiction, like what kind of is this thing with reborns. And so now a lot of people seem to think that having a reborn is more than just a hobby to people, that it's taking over their lives kind of, and it's so not true. Like a lot of people that are in the reborn community also have other hobbies too. Like, for an example, I'm in my craft room. I have a whole room of just crafts. And a lot of people might look at that as an obsession or addiction or weird as well. But it's just a hobby for me because I enjoy doing crafts. So I have a whole entire room of just crafts, and it's so much fun to have that. And a lot of people just have a whole room dedicated to their reborns. It's because they enjoy them. It's not necessarily because it's an addiction or it's an obsession with them. I'm sorry if anybody has ever done this before, and I'm not trying to be mean or directing this at you, but one of the stereotypes is that people think that I'm just going to give away one of my reborns or just sell one for whatever price. Like, she's not for sale. I'm not going to sell her to you for $100. I paid a lot more than that for her. And I don't understand why people think that they can just put in the comment section, oh, can I have your baby for free? Like, oh yeah, I worked hours and hours on chores and at my job and this and that to be able to buy this reborn. I'm not just gonna like put it in a box and ship it to you. Like, that's crazy. I don't know why I trick people. My a couple people in my family thought this, that I wanted to go to this store with my reborn or whatever to trick people into thinking they're real. And sometimes that is the case. It's a little bit fun to see people's reactions and see if they actually do think that they're real. But a lot of the times why I enjoy taking my reborns out is more for role play or videos, or sometimes it's also because I like to see the size of the baby before I buy something, because there has been a couple of cases where I bought something that was too big or too small, and then you just wasted your money because now your reborns can't wear it because they don't grow into it. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why I take reborns out. But like, my stepdad was like, oh, you should like pretend to like drop it in front of that person or whatever, and I'm just like, I paid a bunch of money for this doll, you know, I'm not just gonna like go in front of somebody and like drop it on the floor, you know. They're pieces of artwork. So are a real baby. I do enjoy roleplay, and I do think that you should always hold your reborn like a real baby, but some people seem to think that like we literally cater to them like they're real, which is so not true. Like, one time I was like in the middle of changing one of my dolls or whatever, my mom's like, dinner's ready, and I like just dropped what I was doing and went to dinner, you know, because they're a doll. It doesn't matter if they're half naked on a changing table for, you know, 30 minutes or however many, you know. They're not gonna roll off, they're not gonna get cold, they're not gonna cry, you know. Again, about the responsibility thing, it'll kind of help you be a little bit more responsible, but it's all of the fun without all of the work. That's pretty much what reborns are. It's dressing them, doing their hair, shopping for them, but they don't puke, they don't poop, they don't need a bath, they don't need college paid for, they don't need any of that, you know. Is that a lot of people seem to forget that there are um, real people behind the channel, and we're not just like made of steel. Um, the comments that you guys put, we do read, and if they are hurtful, it does actually hurt our feelings, believe it or not. I tend to be pretty open and careless because I don't really know a lot of you, so what you have to say about my hobby is, I mean, it does matter to me, obviously, but it's not like I get up every day and hope that I can impress you, you know, like that's just not my goal. I make these videos because they're fun to do and I enjoy doing them. And it's not so that you guys can all be like, your baby's perfect. I mean, some people don't like the LMA kit because of whatever reason. And you can think that. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion. I do believe that, but you don't need to be rude about it. If you think that LMA's ears are weird or whatever, keep that opinion to yourself because that can really hurt someone's feelings if you put it in the comment section and they love this kit. And when you say that about their doll, that it's ugly or you don't like it or whatever, it can really change the way they feel about the doll that they once loved. And I think that's just very irritating. Dolls. I mean, everybody has kind of like a different reason for having a reborn, whether they like holding it, like dressing it, photographing it, or some people honestly just like looking at their dolls and they sit on a shelf for a little while and every once in a while people change their dolls. I mean, what I really like about this hobby is, or this art form, I guess you could say, is that it's interactive and it doesn't just sit on a shelf. But some people kind of treat their reborns like a China doll. Anyways, that's it for today. I hope that you guys enjoy this video. I will hopefully upload 2 videos since I've missed 2 weeks. But if not, I hope that you guys have a great day and see you soon.